Hey, welcome to the Denman Homestead. I am Stephanie Denman, and today we're doing something a little bit different. So I am in the back of the property, and behind me is one of our ponds, and it's just a really nice, secluded, serene area that I think is probably one of the most beautiful places around here, just to come and sit and be quiet or do yoga or meditate or fish. But today I want to invite you to do a little relaxation activity with me. It's going to be at the end of the video. So I do this at night when I can't sleep, or even at the end of a kind of a crazy yoga exercise, something strenuous, but or just when I need to decompress and relax. So today is we're going to talk about a couple things. It's going to be my journey and I guess what I went through in the last few years, and how I have reset and kind of changed my mindset to deal with some things that I was going through. And I want to share that with you. I will preface by saying I am not a therapist or a counselor by any means, but I just kind of had, I don't know, an epiphany, an awakening, a flip switch mentally. I don't know what it was, but I just kind of want to share with you what I did for myself that helped, just in case it could be beneficial for someone you may know, or maybe it's beneficial for you, and maybe after watching this video you would want to share it with someone who could benefit from it. And it may be a longer video, but it's important for me to share what I've learned because it's worked for me. So first, I want to tell you about the most valuable currency in the world. And it's not what you think it is. So in my mind, I view nature as a bank, and time is the money, okay? So nature's currency is time. And each of us are allotted a specific amount in our bank account. We don't know how much it is, but we can't make any more of it, but we can spend it. And some of us choose to spend our time wisely, and some of us choose to spend our time wasted money, wasted time. And you've heard the saying, time is money. But in this sense, it's your time and your life to spend. And it's time that we need to reinvest, okay? We look at our bank account, we do our budget, we make sure we're not wasting money or saving money or cutting back. But when's the last time that you looked at your budget of your life and your time and your priorities? Because that is probably the most precious, because you can't get it back, you can't earn more. So let's talk about it. Okay, so I had a realization. It was sometime during COVID, or sometime during the shutdown, the pandemic, where I was feeling high anxiety, some depression. I was unhealthy, an unhealthy lifestyle. I was feeling ill, feeling pain, feeling down, feeling in a rut. I was burnt out. I was just burning the candle at both ends. And I had a realization that I could no longer pour myself and fill anyone else's cup because mine was empty, bone dry. And I needed to fill my cup back up before I could take care of anyone else's. So what I did was I said, I'm going to invest time in me. I'm going to prioritize me. And that is not selfish, okay? So for new moms out there, old moms out there, new dads, tired dads, overworked dads, it's not selfish for you to spend time on you, okay? Carve out that time. We can't make time. We can prioritize time, okay? So we're going to carve out some time for you. I wanted to be a better mother, a better wife, and a better friend. So I decided that's what I was going to do. But mentally, I had no capacity, I had no space. I didn't even know where to start. So I'm going to give you some steps that I did in order to free up some space in my heart and in my mind. And it helped me to get to where I'm at. It sounds easy, and in theory, it is. But in practice, it is hard. So the first step of 3 is to forgive. And this is a hard ask. So if you think about people who have wronged you in the past, relationships that ended in an unhealthy way, relationships that haven't been mended, maybe you haven't spoken to your mom or dad in 8 years because of a fight, or your sister or brother or ex-husband or wife, whatever it may be, that you have this hurt in you and you are carrying that, and it's taking up space. So what you need to do is forgive. Or that's what I did. And I don't mean go to that person and say, I forgive you for hurting me. No, that's not what I mean. I want you to forgive them for you, okay? Not for them. But when you do that and you just say, I forgive you, I'm releasing you from my mind, I'm releasing you from my heart, and I'm making space for joy and love. Because this real estate space in our heart and in our mind is super expensive, super scarce, super valuable, and they are not allowed to occupy any more of that space. Okay? Tenant denied. No, your application is denied. You cannot be here anymore. So I forgive you. I release you. You no longer get to take up space. I'm freeing you from that. I'm setting it down. Okay? That's step 1. And even if you don't mean it, okay? Even if you don't mean it, just say it out loud or say it in your mind. Think of the person and just say the words, I forgive you, even if you don't mean it, okay? Because we're going to come back to that. Step 2, okay? Forgive yourself. So forgive yourself for being short with your kids, or maybe yelling at your kids, or being snappy with your wife or your husband. Give yourself some grace, okay? So the way that you speak to yourself, would you speak to your best friend that way? Because you need to allow to forgive yourself for those types of things, because we are not perfect and we will all fall short. So forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for holding on to that pain and that grudge and that baggage. Forgive yourself and release it. Let it go. And then the third step is to ask for forgiveness. Okay, so step 1, forgive others. Step 2, forgive yourself. And step 3, ask for forgiveness. If you've wronged someone, or you know you've made a mistake, you can say, I'm sorry, if you would like, if you feel comfortable doing that. Or maybe there's a relationship that's too far gone that you don't feel comfortable doing that. You could just ask for forgiveness, you know? send it out there. Write a letter, mail it. If you're spiritual, ask God. Ask God for forgiveness, to forgive you, and then leave it there. Leave it at His feet. Ask Him to take it for you and walk away. And you're not going to pick it up again. You're not. Will those thoughts come back? Will it bother you again? Yes. But immediately you remember, nope, you've been evicted. You've been kicked out. I forgive you for me. And you move on. And you do that. And you do it over and over and over again. Okay? Just trust me. Trust the process. So that is what has helped me. That's part of the journey that has helped me to clear space, clear time that I can focus and get back and reinvest in other things that are healthy and more productive in my life, where I can drop some of that load and pick some up that's lighter and healthier for me. Okay? Okay. So now that we've gone over the steps, we need to discuss, now what? How do I move forward and magically live a joyful, peaceful lifestyle? Because it's not that easy, right? So what you need to do is you need to find a healthy outlet for your stress, because there will be stress. You can't say to your mortgage company on the end of the month, I'm sorry, I got the bill, but Stephanie said I could just forgive it and throw it away in the trash. No. That's not the way that works. So if you're stressed out about money, relationships, you have to be able to handle those in a healthier way. For me, I carved out time to go to the gym because I deal with my stress in that way. I release my cortisol levels in that way. When you have stress, you release a hormone called cortisol. When your body releases cortisol, it creates a cascade of negative effects over your body. And there is so many of them. It affects your hormones, it affects your nervous system, your blood pressure, your blood sugar, your sleep patterns. Cortisol and stress are directly tied. So when you're stressed out, your cortisol is increased and inflammation is flooding your body. Okay? So you have to find a way to release that stress in a healthy way. Like I said, mine is the gym, but you find what works for you. For example, hiking or going on a walk or walking your dog, painting, photography, gardening, knitting, crocheting, puzzles, swimming, some sort of activity that you can redirect and calm down and space out if you need to and come back to it in a more positive mind frame. What you need to do is avoid dealing with your stress in unhealthy ways. So drinking alcohol, recreational drug use, gambling, sometimes eating can be, people eat their feelings. So if you find that you tend to go towards those things, maybe while you're going through this process of healing, eliminate those things from your life until you can reintroduce them when you're in a healthier, happier headspace. So now that you have an outlet for your stress, another activity you can do is to practice positive affirmations. I have an app on my phone, and there's plenty of apps and they're free. It gives me a daily affirmation. When I signed up for it or I logged into it, it asked me, what are you into? What do you like? Male, female, age range, all that kind of stuff. And it gives me personalized affirmations that I can tell myself or read to myself. And it starts with, I am, followed by a wonderful leader, or I am beautiful on the inside and out. I am whatever it may be, but I am strong. It's just, you may read them and laugh, But just saying it does something, right? It triggers something subconsciously where you, and then I tell my kids these things now because I want them to have those positive thoughts about themselves too. Okay. This next one is hard. You're gonna see your coworker, Susan, rocking it, okay? I'm in real estate, so I have all these agents that are just killing it, and maybe I'm in a slump. And so I look at them and I'm like, oh man, I really wish I could do what Mike's doing and sell these $1 million listings, and poor me, and just that time that I'm looking at my neighbor, looking at my coworker, looking at my friend and their success and where they're at in life is taking away time that I could be focusing on myself to better myself. So stay in your own lane, keep your head down, and you do you. Your only competition should be you. How can I be better tomorrow? How can I be a better person tomorrow than I was today? That's what you should be focusing on. Think about marathon runners or people in the gym who are, lifting weights. There's something called a PR, and that stands for a personal record. So marathon runners are like, oh, my PR for that mile was 4:30. I got my personal best, my personal record. It's not, oh, I got my SR today, my Sarah's record, my BR today, Buddy's record. You don't get someone else's record. It's your personal record that you're trying to beat every single time, right? So that should be your mindset. What's my personal record? What do I want to accomplish today? What goal do I want to set today? And do baby steps, do little things. Today I want to wash the laundry that I've been avoiding because I have time to do that now. And I'm not going to do the whole load, I'll just do one load. So yeah, don't focus on others. Focus on yourself. This is your spending and investing time in you, okay? That time you're looking at Mike, killing it at work, you could be setting up a marketing plan, setting up your social media, okay? So redirect your thoughts and your time spent on you. And when you do that, I promise you, you will thrive. I promise you. And I am going to share one more thing before we do our activity. So another way that you can reprogram your mind to think more positive thoughts is, let's say you're going to the grocery store and you see a woman and she's pushing a cart and she's got rainbow hair. And you're like, oh man, what is wrong with her? Why would she ever dye her hair rainbow color? Okay, so we're all guilty of judging others, right? It's kind of inevitable. We always have, it's in us to have that thought of like, oh, that wouldn't be me. I wouldn't do that, But as soon as you have those negative thoughts, maybe replace one or two of them with something positive about that person. Maybe she has rainbow hair because she works at a children's hospital with terminally ill children, and when she walks in their room, that rainbow hair just lights up their day. Like, oh, the nurse with the rainbow hair. Maybe that's the last face someone gets to see, and it's rainbow colored hair. So if someone's doing something for themselves that's not hurting you or others, support them in that. Or don't, but be neutral at the very least. Find something good or positive about that person and reprogram your mind in that way. So I hope this so far has been helpful in sharing with you some of the things, or all of the things that I have done in my life to help me become less anxious, more at peace, healthier, happier, and spend more time. I have more time to spend emotionally on the good things in life. So this next part, I encourage you not to be driving, but if you need to pause it, you can, but find a spot, a comfy chair, or if you can, even better, lay down, because we're going to close our eyes. We're going to do a couple minute exercise. And like I said, I do this in the evening times or when I'm stressed out, when I need to decompress. I promise you, I do this and I've done this for years, forever. So this is what we're going to do. Okay. So, I hope you're in a comfy spot. But, okay, focus on your breath and take a deep breath. And I want you to just feel the weight of the floor or the chair underneath you. And just know that it is secure and comfortable. And now I want you to focus on your feet. And I want you to relax your toes. You can stretch your toes out if you need to, and then let them relax. Then relax the balls of your feet and your heels and your ankles. Then relax your calves and behind your knees and your kneecaps. Release them. Relax your thighs and let your hips sink down. Relax your lower back. Relax your shoulders. Roll them back. Let them go slack. And relax your arms, your forearms, and feel your palms. Stretch your hands, and then relax and release. Relax your neck. Relax your chin and your jaw. Let your tongue release. Relax your cheeks and your forehead. Let your eyes go soft. Focus on your breathing. Now I want you to imagine that you are in the most beautiful place. It could be the beach, or the lake, or the mountains. Wherever you want to be, that you are most happy and at peace. Be there now. And as you're in your most beautiful place, focus on your body. Do you have anywhere on your body that's in pain? It could be physical, mental, spiritual, emotional. Where is that pain at? Wherever you feel pain, you're going to notice that there is a red light coming from it. And then you notice that the red light is turned into red feathers, and they are just sitting on you wherever you feel pain. And now, in your most beautiful place, you see a window. Go to the window and open it up. And when you do, there is a breeze that hits you, and it feels so refreshing. And then as you look out the window, you notice that your red feathers have flown out. And you watch them drift in the wind. And then you just watch them float away until you cannot see them anymore. And then you notice that your whole body is now a light, bright blue light shining through and all around you. And you're happy, and you're at peace, and you feel love, and you're not in pain. And you can stay at this happy place for as long as you'd like. But I am going to end this here and leave you with that. And I know today was a little different, but I am sending you all the love and all the joy and all the peace today. And I hope you join us on the next one. And I'll see you then. Bye.